Hi, my name is Sri Devi and I am now solving an exercise 7A from unitary method from Selena Consign's mathematics book. This is for class 7 and this is for ICSE syllabus. I've already solved question 1 to 11 on another video, so I'll be solving the rest of the questions, that is question 12 to 19 in this particular video. All the sums are pretty simple. All that you need to do is just concentrate, and you can use my video as a reference video. And as I always mention, if you have any comments or questions, please mention it in my comment section and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Question 12. If the fare of 48 km is rupees 288, what will be the fare of 36 km? Pretty simple. Fare of 48 km is 288. So find the fare of 1 km, that is 288 divided by 48, that gives you rupees 6. So what will be the fare of 36 km? You're going to multiply 6 into 36. So fare for 36 kilometers is equal to 6 into 36, that is equal to 216. Therefore, the fare of 36 km is equal to 216. Isn't it simple? Just find the cost of 1 kilometer and multiply that with a 6 and you get the answer. Just pausing in for a few seconds. Let's move on to the question 13. What will be the cost of 3.2 kg of an item if 3 kg costs rupees 360? Again, find the cost of 1 kg and then you can multiply whatever you're getting with 3.2 and that will give you the answer. So cost of 3 kg of an item is rupees 360. Cost of 1 kg of item will be 360 by 3, that is equal to rupees 120. Therefore, cost of 3.2 kg of an item is equal to 3.2 into 120, that is 384. Therefore, cost of 3.2 kg of an item is rupees 384. Isn't it simple? I'm just pausing in for a few seconds for you to understand what calculation I have done. Let's move on to question number 14. If 9 lines of a print in a column of a book contains 36 words, how many words will a column of 51 lines contain? Again, simple. Find the words in one line and then you go ahead and multiply it with 51 and you will find the answer. A print of 9 lines consists of 36 words. Therefore, the number of words in one line is equal to 36 by 9. That is equal to 4 words. Therefore, the number of words in 51 lines is equal to 51 into 4. That is equal to 204. Therefore, 51 lines consists of 204 words. Isn't it simple? Yes. Pausing in for a few seconds. Yes, moving on to question number 15. 215 people have food sufficient for 18 days. If 25 more people join them, how long will the food last now? What assumptions have you made to come to your answers? So, initial number of students is 125. Number of pupils joined is equal to 25. Therefore, 125 pupils have sufficient food for 18 days. So pupils is 125, 8 days is equal to 18. So if 25 people are added, then it becomes 150. So that becomes X. So if the number of pupils increases, the number of days will decrease. So I've already told in my other video, if one source increases and the other item decreases, then this becomes a inverse proportion. So you just write 125 by 150 as it is and you just reciprocate X, that is equal to X by 18. Therefore, X is equal to 125 into 18, that is 115. We reciprocate because one item increases and the other item decreases. The total number of people is equal to 150. The number of days for 150 people is calculated as 18 into 125 by 150, that is equal to 18 into 5 by 6, that is equal to 15 days. Therefore, the food will last for 15 days. The assumption made is that all the students consume same amount of food each day. Okay, let's move on to the 16th sum. A carpenter prepares a new chair in 3 days, working 8 hours a day. At 8 hours a day at least. How many hours per day must be worked in order to make the chair in 4 days. So a chair is prepared in 3 days if 8 hours are worked per day. Now they're saying 4 days. So the number of days increases, therefore the number of hours will decrease. So it is an inverse proportion. So you take it as 3 by 4 is equal to x by 8. You reciprocate. So it becomes 4x is equal to 3 into 8. That is x is equal to 3 into 8 by 4. Therefore 4 days the number of hours worked is 3 into 8 by 4, that is equal to 3 into 2, that is equal to 6 hours. Therefore, in 4 days, the number of hours worked is 6 hours per day. Alright, just pausing in for few seconds for you to understand the calculation. Pretty simple calculation. Let's move on to the 17th sum. A man earns rupees 5,800 in 10 days. How much will he earn in the month of February of a leap year? Leap year has 29 days in 29 days. So in February, so the man earns how many in 10 days? Rupees 5,800. Therefore, man earns in 1 day is 5,800 by 10, that is 580 rupees. Therefore, amount man earns in February, which is a leap year, is equal to 29 into 580, that is 16,820. Therefore, the amount earned in the month of February is 16,820. Simple, isn't it? Yes. A machine is used for making rubber balls and makes 500 balls in 30 minutes. How many balls will it make in 3.5 hours? This is also pretty simple. A machine makes 500 rubber balls in 30 minutes. In 1 hour, the number of balls it makes is 500 into 2, that is 1000, because 30 minutes is 500, so 60 minutes it will be double. Alright, in 3.5 hours, the number of rubber balls made is calculated as 3.5 into 1000, that is equal to 7 by 2 into 1000, that is equal to 7 into 500, that is 3500 balls. Please understand the logic and everything will be very easy. Therefore, 3500 rubber balls are made in 3.5 hours. Easy, isn't it? Yes, very easy. In a school hostel mess, 20 children consume a certain quantity of ration in 6 days. However, 5 children did not return to the hostel after holidays. How long will the same amount of ration last? Total number of students is equal to 20. 20 children consumed ration for 6 days. After holidays, the number of students left in the hostel is 15. 20 minus 5, that is equal to 15. Therefore, one item decreases and the other item increases, right? So, if the children is 20, the ration days will be 6. For 15 children, what will be the ration days? So, we'll have to reciprocate this. That is 20 by 15 is equal to x by 6. That is 15x is equal to 20 into 6. That is equal to x is equal to 20 into 6 by 15. Therefore, the number of days the ration will last is equal to 20 into 6 by 15. That gives you 8 days. Therefore, the ration will last for 8 days. Isn't it simple? Yes, this exercise was pretty simple. We have the exercise 7B and 7C, if I'm not wrong, in this particular chapter. I will post those videos soon. Until I see you in those videos, thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye. And before I just sign off, in case you like my videos, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.